Hello everybody, my name is He-Man.
I'm Drew, Sexy Daddy Arnett.
Hey, I'm Crit.
And we're having to call you from our little setup here at my house, and you live in Evansville, so this is quite a little bit of distance, and you weren't able to acquire your microphone setup, which is unfortunate, but I think it'll be fine for our 7th Badfellas podcast.
Dang, you're keeping track?
Yes, I label every single one of them. But we have a lot of questions for you because you sort of just sweeped our tournament. You did pretty good there. So, how long have you been playing Smash?
I've been playing at least casually since we owned a copy of Smash 64. I've always been playing that, like playing through each game. But I've been playing or so competitively since maybe a year after Smash 4 came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I've played both Melee, Smash 4, and then also got into Ultimate whenever it came out. So
How long
I've been
have you...
playing for probably about three and a half years or so.
Ooh. When did you start going to Evansville Esports?
I have to think about it. They were doing like monthly tournaments that was called, I believe, the Monthly Misfire.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up going to one of those. It was like October of maybe like 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And that was the first time I ended up going there, and ended up going 1 and 2 in bracket.
Whoa. That's not bad.
No, for real.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. Like I played Smash a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend that I used to play in study hall with in high school, and we'd just bring our 3DSs and just play Smash throughout our whole
That's so
study hall.
cool. I did that too, actually, in high school.
I didn't play during that time. I took a huge break, sort of. Well, mainly because I didn't own a 3DS, and also I didn't have a Wii U.
Did you tear your circle pad off your 3DS?
Tear it off?
Yeah. A lot of people.
No, I did not.
A lot of people, when they're like getting really into Smash 3DS, it was like a meme where people's like little circle pad rubbery thing would like pop off, and I was like, that'll never happen to me, but it eventually did.
No, actually, no, that never happened.
So how many times have you got, the Victory Royale at the tourneys you've been going to?
I believe that was my second tournament win.
Whoop whoop. What was your first one?
They actually had a tournament at USI, last month, I believe, and like closer to the beginning of February, and that was actually the first tournament I won, and they had about right around like 32 people, I think, and we had 4 people from our Evansville Esports place that go weekly to show up there, and it was the first time I actually took a set off of one of my friends who also like really helped teach me how to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I beat him, and we ended up having to play 14 games across 3 sets.
Whoa, that's cool.
Wow, a lot of games. Dude, Tyler played 10 games in our setup again. Remember how how we played 9 last time? We're like, man, he said he didn't want to play too many more. He played 10 this time. Then he played all those double games because he kept winning. And then he got to the losers, had to play any more. It was nuts. But so we noticed you switch mains a lot. You switch characters a lot. When I was talking to you at Dos Capos and stuff, you said you played a lot of Pikachu before, and then now you're focusing on Yellow Inkling. How often do you like to switch characters, or what is your reasoning for switching from character to character? Is it because you get bored, or do you think it's strategically good against said matchup?
There has only been one character I've switched off of because I was bored. There's other characters that I'm like, it's not that I like lose interest in playing them. It's just that I start wondering on how much they affect my playstyle. Like Pikachu, like I still really enjoy Pikachu, and I'm going to be playing Pikachu, especially for certain matchups, which I'm not sure what matchups Pikachu does better than Inkling in yet, but the only character I think I have switched off of because I was bored was Palutena.
Oh, really? You're not doing Palutena anymore?
Oh, you don't like doing neutral air after neutral air? Oh.
Palutena, she was fun at first, but she doesn't have anything like super technical about her besides like her teleport cancels. Other than that, and yeah, she just got a little old.
I can feel that for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not my cup of tea. It's not like I like to play. I like to get up in your face and punch you. Like, I don't like standing from afar.
Are you saying she's not your Palu Cupatina? I don't know.
That was a pretty cheesy pun there.
That was a reach.
I know. Well, in my head, I heard the T at the end of Palutena.
That was you trying to get back on ledge, and then we just, guard you really well.
Nice.
Two frame.
So you main, so like you would say your main is Inkling, and you pocket Pikachu.
Yeah, I would say I have the pocket Pikachu, or you could even say like secondary. I was trying out sword characters as well, like the Lucina.
Mm-hmm.
I went Lucina just because I had no idea how Inkling would do versus Kirby and stuff. So found out that it's not horrible. But I was trying out Lucina and Chrom because I needed like a sword character to deal with some of Pikachu's matchups. So I was already playing them, but seems like I ended up trying Inkling or whatever out. Actually, the day before, I've already played Inkling and stuff like that. Like I played at least a little bit of every character to learn about like what they can do. But I was playing Inkling actually the night before going up there, and we ended up running through bracket with Inkling here in Evansville, and then just played friendlies that whole night, learning what I can and can't do with Inkling. And then I just was watching a bunch of like Armada and things going on at Summit this past weekend.
Dude, Armada got so much better recently. Like, I swear,
my God,
he's performing so much better than he used to. Like, the matches against Leffen was really close. I was just like, what?
Armada knocked Zero out of Summit.
Oh, I didn't see that match. No.
It's so good.
I would have to go back and watch that now.
But it was after watching his Inkling, I was like, I'm gonna just go Inkling all day and stuff. Inkling's probably the most fun character I've played in Ultimate. I'm just gonna keep working on Inkling.
That's really cool.
Well, it it worked out really well. I definitely clicked with Inkling pretty quickly.
I haven't had too much experience against Inklings, so whenever I faced you, I was like, okay, you started getting me some combos I wasn't aware of because I haven't seen too many people play Inkling around me. Like, I seen one of your guys up there in Evansville, Retro, play him, and he wrecked me pretty hard too, but I just haven't really had too much experience with Inklings. We have Joe, which is an Inkling player down here, but I don't play with him too much. Drew plays with him a decent amount, but I don't play with him hardly at all.
Yeah, Retro, he considered picking up Inkling for a while, and he was definitely trying him out. I'm not sure if he stuck with them at all. But I know Rubica up here in Evansville, he has a really, really good Inkling. And there's a lot of things that I took from him.
That's cool.
Especially, like, spacing out back airs, and going in for, like, if you can land, like, a landing back air, be able to get grab up throw into up air. That was a lot of things that I had seen, like, Rubica doing a lot more before. So I was like, oh, hey, this works or whatever. This is just going to be my basic bread and butter at the beginning of the game. And see what I can get
that worked out really well for you. I saw you used it on me a couple times. It's pretty good, pretty sweet combo you got there.
I really like
it's almost like a guaranteed 30, like at Zero, so good start damage.
I really enjoyed your fight with Tyler, the Red Wario player. That was, I would consider him and the Blue Kirby guy like our two best like people from Madisonville, and it was like really fun to see you play those boys.
Oh, I've been telling everyone up here and stuff that I was like, there is definitely 3 main people down in Madisonville that could definitely make a tear in Evansville if they end up coming up for tournament. And all 3, you, Kirby, Kirby, and then also the Wario. all three of you guys are threats.
Oh, I'm glad you say that. That definitely makes
I
me
still
feel
got a lot
better.
to work on myself, so I don't take offense.
Yeah, honestly, like Tyler he's crazy, dude. Like,
I was
he's
trying to tell him and stuff. If he had just worked on like waft setups and like like sometimes waiting for like fully charged wafts and be able to just use it for killing people like 30-40% last stock, he'd be a monster.
dude. You want to know something crazy about Tyler? He's only
What?
had the game for about I think a week or 2 weeks. Like he couldn't
Oh,
afford
no.
a Switch for the longest time, but he finally got one. And he's
no.
been playing it, and like in the last tournament we had, which was a month ago,
He plays
he
third.
he placed third, and he had only played it when he went to a friend's house every once in a while. So
And he was
Wow.
we had him on the podcast 2 weeks ago, and he picked up a Switch just right before that. And he told us is like I told him about Tweak and stuff. He's like, "Who's Tweak?" He didn't know who Tweak was, so I had to show him Tweak videos. I'm like, "This is what you need to be doing with your Wario." Like those juggle combos are real.
Point him toward Tweak and Gluttony.
Yeah, that's what
and
I did. I'm like, you need Tweak
You
and
just
juggle,
start
and
picking that up, and oh my gosh.
like their Wario's are absolutely sick. I saw Zach Ray pulling out some of his Wario, which his Wario's good, but not as good as Tweak's. Gluttony's. They got theirs down real
Yeah, Tweak
compact.
is nuts. Yeah, I would say if there's like a whole lot of really good Kirby players to point point him in. The only one I can think off the top of my head is I don't remember if he's an Ohio or Michigan player, but Komoda. Komoda is a Kirby that I know in Smash 4 he took a set off Ally, and I believe he's still playing Kirby in Ultimate. So
Wow.
that'd be the
Cool.
only one I could think of.
I'll write that down and tell Jeremy, the Kirby player, about that.
Yeah.
Man, he got me good
Yeah.
with He did
Those down airs.
like yeah, DDD takes a while to recover, like do his up B, and he would just go as fast as possible, like fast fall and do his down air, and it got me pretty good. I had to think
That's
of
why I
different
didn't
ways to
wanna
get
go
on stage.
That's why I didn't want to go Inkling against him at first, is because he could just catch Inkling's up B with down air. I was just so scared of it. That's why I went Lucina for those first two games.
That's
After
so
I got
cool.
that loss with Lucina, I was like, all right, well, just go ahead and play the character I've been playing most of the tournament. Hope it goes well. And I could see that he did not have very much Inkling experience. So
Yeah.
I
think a
least got
big
lucky
thing
that
is-
time.
I really think a big thing is knowing matchups. Like I played against Drew so much. I know King DD really well. Like I know what most of Drew's like almost all the King DD's combos just from facing Drew so much.
Yeah.
And out of all the players we have, the best players we have, I think I can beat Drew really good, like about 50-50 now, which it used to be a lot less. You used to get me all the time. I feel like I'm improving over this time, Drew. We'll see if these recording matches, if it's any 50-50, but we're getting better. I'm getting better, man.
You can't see
Catching up
this
to
right
you.
now, Logan, but Wesley is staring really menacingly at me and pointing his finger right in my face.
Oh, is he giving you the K rule point?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
one hand on the hip or whatever, the other one just sitting there pointing straight at you.
Yes.
He's not quite as sassy looking.
Don't worry. This is it's partly being recorded, the webcam, so we can. I'll add it in.
Wow.
I just saw a mod where it made King K. Rool beat Peter Griffin.
I saw that. It's very
Oh, no.
disturbing.
Yes, it is.
I have
Especially-
not seen that. I don't think I wish to.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I can send it to you. But
Oh no.
I wanted to know, like, near the end of the tournament, what it felt like winning in Madisonville.
It felt good, but at the same time, the whole fact of the tournament needing to be rushed at the end.
Dude, I can't get over how stupid that is. They couldn't just let us use it for just like the remainder of the time. Like we could totally just open the doors and walk out. Like it's not a big deal. Like we're all just secured to that one room. That's why I'm trying to find a new place. This whole day I've been calling places and trying to find better venues, and I'm still looking. But I think I found a few that we might be able to do. No way we're gonna pay $800 to do this one. So that's a no.
What were you saying though, Logan?
But yeah, it certainly did feel really good getting the win. Especially since I had played for as long as I have and only won my first tournament about a month and a half ago. And So that it felt really good that way. But as I said, there is still a lot more that could have been desired just because of how it was rushed. I wish I would have been able to play like a full grand final set out with somebody rather than just a one song.
Yeah, I felt so crummy.
I do. I hate having to say that to you guys and Tyler and everyone because y'all work so hard to get to that point. But then it's like,
Yeah,
we got like 10 minutes. It's like stupid.
Yeah, we didn't really have a choice about it. We even stopped worrying about doubles because of that. Because I know me and my friend Ty, we were both sitting in Winterside Grands, and we just never played out doubles.
Yeah, that stinks though for you guys.
Oh, well, but we had a bunch of fun either way.
Dude, I think we definitely learned a thing about how they'll do it next time. Like do doubles first, then do singles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we never tried to do both of them at the same time before. We never tried to do doubles before. This is only our second tournament we hosted. So
Yeah.
Still learning.
Yeah, it was a really good learning experience and stuff. And I just think that that's typically how tournaments would run it, is do doubles and then go into singles after, because you can end up running like doubles to like top 6, top 4 or so even. And then you'll be able to start singles matches because a lot of people will be available at that point. And you'll just have to hold off a little bit on the people who are still in doubles, but typically it just works a lot faster that way. That's how it's been. Bigger tournaments I've gone to, like the Bourbon State tournaments over in Louisville. I'm trying to remember like trying to give like each name and stuff like that, because there's a lot of them I'll go to for practice. We got the Bloomington bi-weeklies and stuff that are like a $1 bi-weekly tournaments and stuff I'll go up to friends with. And then there's like these few indie monthlies and stuff like that we used to go to all the time. And all of them, they'll run their doubles and stuff first, and then singles, and it's so nice. It gets done with everything so much like quicker and smoother.
We're thinking next time, I want to do crew battles, and then on one monitor do amiibo battles, like a little amiibo tournament.
Just do like the tournament bracket. The tournament bracket that's in the Smash itself, just plug up all of our amiibos.
It would be single elimination, but like I think it'd be just like really cute and fun.
Just like, oh, my amiibos plowed through all the other amiibos. What happened?
That's what I love Evansville, but I do wish they had doubles and crew battles and stuff.
We are actually trying right now about figuring out. There's a lot of talk about us trying to move our bracket to start a little bit sooner, or if we aren't moving the bracket to start sooner, be able to try and do doubles every once in a while and have that start at like 7.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because we've already
look really fun.
Crew battle sound amazing. Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
I would love to do a crew battle. Like set up a crew, maybe all the casters be a crew.
Just like, best believe Evansville would come down with one.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Dude, we would get all your best Evansville people, and we'll get all our best Madisonville people.
Make crews up.
That would be so intense.
I just want to let you know that the weekly before I didn't even make top 8 at our Evansville tournament, so.
You're still
so if you want us to get all the best Evansville people, there's a lot of scary ones like Sheikh Zula.
Oh, we're
very familiar with
very familiar
getting our booties slapped by Sheikh Zula.
We know Sheikh Zula. We're very familiar with him. I even at one point in the tournament I did make a joke about Drew. Drew didn't disconnect his controller, and I held up a controller like, disconnect your controller, sexy guy, because he ended up saying that to our friend T Dude. He ended up saying, T guy, disconnect your controller. So I ended up kind of like doing kind of a callback to that.
Do you think going to all these tournaments really helps improve your game?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. Not only to you, if you're playing with like the same people, it actually becomes apparent that you aren't really playing the matchup at that point. You're playing the person. You'll end up playing to what they like, all the different like flaws that they end up like doing and stuff like that in games. You'll start exploiting those, and then you can find another Wario that's not Tyler, and he's gonna play completely different. You're gonna be like, that works. And then he's going to end up especially since he doesn't use like the WASP setups and stuff, you aren't going to be ready for that. You're going to end up playing another Wario, and you're gonna end up like, all right, got him down to last stock or whatever. You're gonna be slightly ahead, and you're not gonna know that if he gets you with one back air and then one more combo after on your next stock, you actually just lose.
For sure.
That's enough to just win the game.
When you go to tournaments, and like you get like bodied really bad, do you have like something like what helps you from being like discouraged from playing the game? You know what I'm saying?
Most of the time when I'm around tournaments, I'm usually there with like a bunch of friends as well. We'll take like a car full, and most of the time, even though like I'll get out maybe like, especially like some of the bigger tournaments and stuff, I'll go like 1 and 2, 2 or 2 and 2, and you know it's kind of upsetting. It's like I'm out already, but I'll start going around to my friends, start cheering them on, start hoping for their like success for them as well.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, I'm definitely there, always trying to support anyone I can.
Yeah,
but,
I think what makes me feel better is just like, oh, I'm out, but then I get to do friendlies and there's not any pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, friendlies, very important things and stuff like that, because there's plenty of people that you didn't get to play in the bracket that definitely can teach you something.
For sure. I like doing those friendlies we did in Evansville.
Oh yeah. Luckily, I had Prattle there to teach me the DDD matchup.
Oh gosh, that was fun though.
That's one matchup that I'd try Inkling in. If Inkling doesn't go well, you're probably getting the Pikachu.
Dude, those Pikachu neutral Bs just like cancel Gordos out completely. Like there's nothing. I can't do Gordos at all with Pikachu.
Yeah, I didn't realize how good it was. It's so good.
But I like what you showed me about Pikachu's back air, like the way it sends you.
Oh, it always sends backwards?
Yeah, so it's a good way, like, if it sends me a certain way, I can tech the stage. Because I didn't know that.
Yeah, most of the time, if a Pikachu's going to run off back air you, it's probably going to send you to the stage. You just have to get used to the timing for when it's going to hit, that way you can try and tech it.
That DDD player is really cool.
Prattle?
He should... Yeah, one thing he showed me that's, like, really improved my game is, in the beginning of the match, you can do down throw up tilt instead of down throw forward air. Because they can punish you after the forward air, but if you just do the up tilt, you're, like, good with another move. That's, like, that's really improved my game.
But yeah, he's actually an Owensboro player. There's 3 players that come here consistently that are from Owensboro, and oh my gosh, they are really good. Prattle being one of them. Darkholm, the Ike player, is another one, and I believe that he's been getting really, really good results down in Kentucky. And then another one is Stardust.
Oh yes.
Which
Wolf.
For quite a while in Smash 4, he was the best player in Kentucky, like with Sonic. And his Wolf or whatever is absolutely nuts. Yeah, that's why he plays Sonic a little bit as a secondary.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw some of his matches he did with Wolf when we were up there last. Because I ended up facing this one guy. I'm sorry I don't remember his name right now. He was playing Roy at the time. And he told me you should check out Stardust to see what he's playing. And like he was doing some really great stuff. Like his aerial game is really, really, really good with Wolf. That's what his strongest point was.
Nuts. But yeah, he's been going to like the Evansville Esports place since before I was. He was one of the first people. Like whenever I went to that first monthly tournament here, he was one of them that was like a big standout. Like you can tell, like he knew like most of the people that was in the community. He knew the regulars. He hung out with everybody. He was like a generally well liked guy and stuff. So he's one of those people. It's like I want to get to know him. Whenever I first started, so I've known him for quite a while.
That's cool.
So how did it feel running through doubles? Like I noticed you swapped up characters a decent amount during the doubles.
So I'm still not sure on who I should play in doubles.
Dude,
even
heavies,
with like my dual partner.
If you can get good with a heavy, like they do so good in doubles, in my opinion.
What we were doing was my friend was playing Incineroar, and I was playing Inkling, and the idea was if we can ink somebody, and he got a revenge side B, they'd probably just die at 40.
That's awesome.
That was the game plan. We're gonna be like, all right, so I'm just gonna go and ink somebody, and you're just gonna kill them immediately.
Your friend
No, we
was
didn't
so good. I fought him in singles. He was really good.
Yeah, I still wasn't sure on him like switching characters as much as he did, but he typically has been playing. He's been playing Incineroar since the game came out. He played Lucas in Smash 4, so he just picked up Lucas. Like playing him again, I think maybe toward the end of January. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna start playing him because there's matchups that Incineroar just does not do well in, and he just felt like he needed somebody else. And yeah, he's been improving pretty quickly.
That's your friend Temp, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was making sure because I played him first round and I managed to 2-0 him with my wolf. I don't know how how I did, honestly. I was like, wow, I got him. Maybe it was just first game jitters or something. I don't know. I feel like
he actually isn't able to make it to our weekly tournaments. He's just like another friend that we end up starting to go over and hang out and play with. He comes over to EE and stuff like that to play every once in a while, but because like he works third shifts and stuff, so a lot of the times he's not able to make a lot of things. So
hope I can play with him some more, cause like that losers match we had like was like legit so intense, and like he was really like nice to play with. Like he was like really nice and like.
Oh no, he's super nice.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy.
His hoodie was dope. Like I loved that thing.
I want that hoodie. I want a special version of that hoodie.
I want a jersey. Okay, I got a question for you. So, are you actually sponsored? And is that how you got that jersey, or did you just go buy a jersey with your name on it and stuff?
We are actually a friend here in Evansville. We started up a team called Afterburner, and we ended up. It was quite a long time before, like, actually, where he was starting to get certain different players and stuff like that to join. It started as, like, more of a local thing, but we've, like, turned into, like, a full-fledged team at this point. To where I believe we've got players and stuff, one that lives in Wisconsin, we've got players up in Indy, we've got Kentucky players, but no, we're, like, a full-on team now and stuff like that, to where it's almost like a local crew turned into a team. But to where it's kind of, I don't like to call it a sponsor and stuff, because it's not like, oh hey, it's not more or less they pay you, you pretty much wear the jersey to advertise for them. It's more of like we're kind of like in a group. We usually team play. It's like if we're doing doubles, a lot of times we'll end up doing doubles together. If we're going to an event, we're working together, helping each other with whatever we can. Yeah, we're more or less just a team than a sponsor.
So did you buy that jersey?
We actually got them custom made. Pretty much the person who's taken the like role of like team manager ended up getting like and he ended up working like with an art like a design artist and stuff to end up helping with making them. And we all just end up putting a little bit of money into it. And so, I believe about 7 or 8 of us end up getting jerseys for it.
Oh, that's really cool, because I've been wanting to do jerseys and hoodies and just merch in general, just to represent Badfellas. Because I think it'd be cool to have jerseys. It look more legit, you know.
He actually just got merchandise and stuff in too, so I thought about getting a hoodie from them as well. But no, we just end up doing jerseys and stuff whenever we did it. But the jerseys look super nice, where it's got like the tags and stuff on the back, along with your name, and it's got the team logo and stuff on the front.
Yeah, I think it looks really nice, and it like makes you look like legit. Like, oh snap, this guy is legit.
No, that's even what I said to my friends and stuff like that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just put my fear power up on, and just took my sweatshirt off and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and use scare tactics. They see this jersey and they'll be like, oh gosh, this guy's good.
That's what I was doing too. But like, I was trying to dress like so cute. Everyone would be like so intimidated, like, oh man, this guy is too pretty. And then they throw the match.
Perfect.
Works every time.
Dude, I mean, I had
100% of the time.
I had that outfit like set out for so long. I was like, oh, can't wait to wear this outfit on Saturday. Well, it's 30 minutes, so we'll let you go in a hot minute. But I got one last steaming hot question for you. I want you to let us know if you have any tips for those little kiddos at home that want to win their first Smash tournament in Madisonville.
All right. The best way, in my opinion, to get better at the game is to find somebody that you enjoy playing around with that's about close to about how good you are, and just keep playing, because the other person's going to keep pushing you to get better, and you're going to keep pushing them to get better. And that is exactly what I did with my friend John, who's actually my consistent doubles partner now. And we just kept playing and playing and playing. We'd meet up on like weekends and stuff like that whenever the place is closed, play even more. We'd show up every Monday, Friday, Saturday, just keep playing, grinding out, and that's how we got better. We just kept playing, kept finding new ways to adapt or whatever to what the other one was doing, and just kept pushing ourselves to keep getting better and better. So it's good to really find somebody to practice with that way, and solo practice is very important, because if you aren't ready to be able to hit like certain combos, then you aren't really making every touch count. And that's going to be a huge thing in any kind of fighting game.
That's good.
I hit the training room all the time to practice moves, but I haven't played the game much lately. But whenever I do try to play the game, I try to involve my girlfriend in it, and we practice together, because she's trying to learn the game now, so maybe eventually she'll start getting the hang of it, and we'll see if we can have like a actual partner living here and practice anytime we want.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we get to that point.
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing that young Link.
That's a good one to get started out on. But yeah, I like what you said though, Logan, because like, definitely what made me want to play the game was when my best friend Blaze bought a Wii U just for Smash, and he picked up Captain Falcon, and we would just all day, like all night, just like go at it with DDD versus Captain Falcon. That definitely like motivated us to want to get better so we could beat each other.
Well, thank you guys a bunch for having me on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for coming on.
I hope you can come back to Madisonville to do the next tournament.
Oh,
yeah, for real.
I'm really hoping I'll be able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll only get better at this. It's a whole learning experience. We're not as fleshed out as Evansville Esports is, but we try to keep most things professional as we can. Try to get things going.
A team ready for crew battle, because that would be so fun.
Yeah, we might have to try to set up a crew battle. It'd be cool to set up multiple crews.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, it's been real glad to have you on. Any last words you'd like to say? Any things you'd like to shout out?
Any plugs?
Any plugs?
Shout outs to the Madisonville community, because everybody there's not a single person there that I talked to that was like at all like showing like any kind of toxic behavior. Everybody was super nice, like inviting, and that's probably the main reason like I want to go to the next tournament.
Yeah, that's why I like it too. There's
too.
not like any like pressure, like I don't know. It just feels like kind of just like hanging out.
Yeah, majority of the people there I've known over the years through playing Magic, and I guess on quote unquote art friends or whatever, and then I have some other friends that I've just known over the years, and we kind of just melded them all together to this one big gaming community. And then there's some other people showing up because they heard about it through all the ads we kind of placed out places. We put up posters everywhere, and I was proud of the turnout we had, and it was a lot different than our first turnout. Our first turnout we had a decent amount of kids there and stuff, But I'm not saying anything wrong with kids, but I'm just saying, like, it seemed like more people was serious about doing it. They were just older people that's more into playing the game, and I felt like we had a better player base overall, that more consistently better players. And I really enjoyed this last one. Even though we didn't get to finish on time, I still think that we're making steps in the right direction. And man, who knows? Maybe we'll be at like Evansville Esports the next 4 years. So
That'd be really cool.
But it's all part plans. It's part of the growth plan. We'll get there eventually. But
All right.
it was nice having you on. We'll call you sometime, check up on you. We'll make sure you know about the next tournament, and make sure we'll put up posters up there in Evansville Esports, because we'll definitely come up there and play some.
And you definitely need to see.
Awesome.
I drew your yellow inkling as the thumbnail, so you definitely gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
cool.
I'll make sure to send you a link to the podcast when it's up, so you can
All
listen
right.
to it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you have yourself a nice night. Have fun smashing.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
See ya.
Later, pal.
Later, pal.
10 out of 10. I click the stop button.